Hey, what up, fam? It's your girl Katie, and we got
Xenon
and
Yo, boy, Rush. I'm here. Hey.
we excited, fam. We
Yeah.
hit 700 subscribers. What the fuck? Amazing. Thank you so much. Seriously, each and every one of you. You're commenting. That's what I wanted. I would rather have comments than likes. I've told you guys because I want to engage. And I've had great conversations with you guys. When I say fam, I mean it. I feel like you guys are part of a family that we have going on.
She's about to leave us and go to y'all.
I love it. I'm here for it. So thank you so much. And I hope you guys are doing okay. More than okay. And we are going to do Joyner Lucas featuring Jelly Roll, Best for Me.
Yeah.
The official music video. Not Now I'm Busy.
Oh.
Well, we are going to do it. We're not busy.
Yeah.
So
I wonder what it's about. Have you
I
heard
don't
anything?
know, but I know from what I've seen that it's... I mean, I haven't seen any of it, but from what I've caught in a little bit of the clips or whatever is that it's heavy. That's all I know.
Okay.
So
We just did Crutch. Now we're going to hit him with this one. It's a heavy after heavy, man. I need some light.
don't worry, we have some.
I like the name Jelly Roll. It's a great name.
Okay.
I feel like that is a name you would like. You're the type of person.
And who doesn't like Joyner Lucas?
No, Joyner Lucas is
yeah.
great.
Fuck yeah.
Freaking.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's do this. Joyner Lucas,
Do it.
Jelly Roll, Best for Me.
Woo!
Woo!
How can you love someone and learn to let them go? How can we fall apart on things we'll never know? Isn't it funny you can change your ways for someone to fill in your empty space? Tell me, is it really love if you have to ask if they'll stay?
Yeah, I got somebody out.
Wait. That man's voice is really good. I never heard him before.
You don't know who Jelly Roll is?
No.
I actually don't either. I have no clue.
He's got a ridiculous voice, but then his face, like, it doesn't match.
Yeah.
You mean because he's serious?
Yeah. That was crazy.
Oh, yeah, no, he's good.
Anyways.
He's really good. But
Yeah.
this... Oh. This is gonna fuck me up.
Is that
But
Post
let's go.
Malone?
What?
Is that Post Malone laying on the ground?
I don't think so.
I
Okay.
don't think so.
If they'll stay.
It looked like him.
Yeah, I got somebody I love. Someone who's really important to me, but now they addicted to drugs. Someone who not who they used to be, and we ain't been keeping in touch. I ain't gonna say any names at all, cause I don't want no one to judge. But I wrote the song, I hope when they hear it, they'll never forget who they was. I hope you feeling your spirit enough. I wanna just tell you I love you in case that you really don't hear it as much. I know we ain't talked in a while, but fuck it, I really don't care what it was. I wanna reach out, but you keep on shutting me down, and you ain't been caring as much. What the fuck happened to you? You losing a fight. I never thought I'd see the day that you let addiction ruin your life. Everyone calling that shit a disease and making you feel like you in the right. But I hate the fact that you really be using that as an excuse to do what you like or do what you might. And I keep on praying and reaching for you. I hope you look in the mirror and see all the things I've been seeing in you. Hope your reflection will send you a message and show you this shit is much deeper than you. If you don't believe in yourself, then you'll never believe in somebody believing in you. And I gotta tell you the truth, cause I'm about to lose it. And you in denial about it and just wanna make up a million excuses. Tearing our family apart, but you leave a scar and everyone bruises. Every decision affecting us all, and if you get lost, then everyone loses. For real. And I'ma be next to lead. I know that God got a plan and you ain't fulfilling your destiny. Much as I need you, I will not be sticking around or watching you rest in peace. I promise I love you, but I gotta do what's best for me.
How can you love someone and learn to let them go? How can we fall apart on things we'll never know? Isn't it funny you can change your ways for someone to fill in your empty space? Tell me, is it really love if you have to ask if they'll stay?
Look, I know you've been calling for me. You hitting my phone, but I've been alone so long I'm harder to reach. I know you ain't saying any names, but I got a feeling you talking to me. I hate when these demons get in on my soul, I feel like I'm caught in the beast. How do I let go of something I know is bigger and stronger than me? If I could be honest, I'll tell you the truth. I'm not who you want me to be. Nobody is perfect, not even you. So why you keep targeting me? I feel like we can't even have a genuine convo without you starting to preach. I feel like a dog on a leash, it's not what I need. Living that hell, wondering when I gotta leave. Like, how can I breathe? How you gonna tell me addiction's not a disease? Fuck do you mean? If it's not a disease, then why has it gotten to me? It's not what it seems. But you always be making me feel like the problem is me. I'm not gonna be who you want me to be. Like God decided for me. And speaking of God, how the fuck you know all of the plans he's got for me? So give me a break. I've been inching away from trying to get out of this dream. I'm drifting away. How come you only there for me when I be trying to get clean? My biggest mistake is me wishing that things were different. I felt like the drugs is made for sinning. That's why I've been stuck in the same position. Fuck. I'm falling, but I cannot budge. Been wondering why I'm in love with a strange addiction. And why the fuck you always playing a victim? A lot of this shit that you hate to mention. It sucks that I had to change your vision. But ain't nothing left for me, so you can just quit addressing me. I guess it's just my destiny. So take me as I am, or let me be. Tired of you stressing me, cause shit I gotta do is best for me.
How can you love someone and learn to let them go? How can we fall apart on things we'll never know? Isn't it funny you can change your ways for someone to fill in your empty space? Tell me, is it really love if you have to ask if they'll stay? How can you love someone and learn to let them go? How can we fall apart on things we'll never know? Isn't it funny you can change your ways for someone to fill in your empty space? Tell me, is it really love if you have to ask if they'll stay?
Okay, so I'll go first. You okay?
Yeah.
I mean, I was in a relationship with someone that had a substance use disorder, and I tried really hard for 4 years to help, and it didn't work. So I had to end up, letting them go. But it's very hard to see somebody that has, their future ahead of them, and that that they're, essentially ruining it. But also, what people don't know is that these are disorders. It's not something that they can help, they can't just put it down. It's not as easy as that, and that's what a lot of people think. And they think that they're choosing to keep doing it. These people get to points where they want nothing else than to be rid of it, but they try, and it's hard. It's very hard. It's not impossible, but it is hard. It's hard fucking work.
Yeah, many people make the mistake that addiction is it's a choice.
It's not
a choice.
No.
It's a disease.
It is a disease, yes.
That's why there's help for it.
Yeah.
And I would like to just mention that Joyner Lucas, something that he likes to do in a lot of songs, right, is try to show things from like different perspectives, right? In a lot of his music, he likes to be like very paying attention to detail. He likes to narrativize, but he does it from like completely different perspectives, right? Just like the "I'm Not Racist" video that we did. And with this video, I feel like there should be like a synthesis of these ideas, right? Because there's like this dialectical conflict between the idea that it's something you can control, and therefore you should stop doing it, and you're like morally fallible if you don't. And then there's this different idea that it's, a disease, the person can't help it, they just let them keep doing it, right? But I think that in a way, these ideas should be synthesized together. And what I mean by that is that drug addiction is a disease. It is a mental health issue. And at the same time, what we have to recognize is that it's not common, but in some cases, people will say that it's a disease in order to basically not try.
Yeah.
But the cure for this disease is partially to try, right? One line that hit me really hard in this song is when Joyner Lucas was saying, like, if you don't believe in yourself, then no one else can believe in yourself for you, basically. And I think that's really true, not just with drug addiction, but with a lot of different things in life, right? I've been in some bad relationships in the past, and it was because I didn't really love myself. I still struggle with it to this day. I don't have confidence in myself a lot of the time. And, you know, that could easily transfer over to a drug issue or a numerous variety of things. And going back to the drug thing, I think that not just in the United States, but in a lot of societies, I feel like we try to punish things, and we always look at it from terms of crime, right? And when we do that, people who want to get help don't get help, right? Because they're afraid that they're going to get ridiculed. It's socially stigmatized. And so because of these things, even if you're in a society which isn't set up for like addiction treatment and whatnot, even if you do try and you try like your absolute best, it still might not work just because of how things are around you.
There's not enough resources.
Yeah, and a perfect example of this, by the way, is with Colorado, right? So Colorado a couple years ago decriminalized drugs, like all drugs, right? And the idea behind this is not, oh, everybody just gets to have drugs and have fun.
Right.
The point is that we were trying to get people into rehab instead of punishing them and trying to get them help. And also to make sure that if drugs are given like by the government, then we wouldn't have to worry about things being laced with fentanyl or tranq, or anything like that, right? And a big problem is that when they passed this bill, they had no medical infrastructure to back this up. So now they're repealing the bill because people are on the streets just injecting needles, no consequences. And Republicans and a lot of right-wingers will use this to say drug addiction really is a choice rather than an addiction, but it's not. The problem is that we just didn't have adequate medical infrastructure to support that bill.
If you're gonna roll something out, you gotta roll it out a specific type of way.
Yeah, and a successful example of this is with Portugal. They had a heroin crisis. And what they did, I think there was like 400,000 heroin users at the time, like it was crazy. And now I think it's less than 100,000 just a couple years or like half a decade after they passed the bill to decriminalize heroin. But they actually had adequate medical infrastructure to back this up, unlike Colorado. And their drug addiction is way less of a problem than it used to be.
You gotta fix the healthcare before you fix anything else.
Yeah.
Because if you don't fix the healthcare, the root problem doesn't get fixed.
Yeah.
So like this right here, like stuff like this, we're on the screen. Like we need more of this.
There is more.
Definitely.
I was actually going to say that there's a few more places that I want to put in the description because there is more help.
Good.
There is an organization, I'm not going to say it, but it'll be in the description, that handles this very well, and it handles both mental health and substance use disorders, but it also will help, you know, if you don't have insurance, they can help find providers, and they use sliding scale and things like that. So, and sometimes there's free clinics. So there is help out there, but it's just sad because most people don't know about it.
Right.
I didn't until I started volunteering for these organizations.
One of the reasons why we have a lack of awareness is also because of that stigmatization.
Yeah. But it's what amazes me now is this music is mainstreaming the mental health like aspect where everyone's starting to become more, I guess, desensitized.
Yeah.
So when you desensitize a population through music like this, it will desensitize the stigma around it.
Yeah.
So.
And this is part of a broader counterculture as well that I'm starting to see, like it used in the United States. there's a lot of very younger Generation Z and like young millennial people who are pushing more of this type of messaging in music. And something I'll hear a lot by like, I don't know, like white suburban moms or whatever is that like they're afraid of
white suburban moms.
Yeah. They're I'll say Republican, but whatever. My point is that a lot of Republicans now can kind of sense that the times are changing and things are shifting in terms of that messaging. And you know, before music like this really started having stuff released, there was a common criticism of hip hop and rap music where it's like all about drugs, money, bitches, and clubs. But there's a lot of music like this now, and those same people are like no longer chirping. Like there's nothing, right? Because when people are making meaningful stuff like this, it's really hard to argue that this music isn't useful. You might disagree with the message, but the fact that it has content that we can debate about or interpret or whatever,
Right.
is something that you just can't argue against. This is the same thing with Tupac's music, right? Tupac rapped about police brutality and things like that, but people would say he just bragged about killing cops. And people will try to distort messages of songs, you know, to like fit their narrative. But I think we're seeing a resurgence of 90s rap again, but with different messaging. Instead of it being external problems, it's more internal problems.
And I also don't want to generalize it as the Republican Party, right? Because that's generalizing a whole group of people.
No, yeah, for sure.
Into one, right?
Yeah.
So yes, there's like extremists, like that are like far right, right?
Well, we could debate on how that all works, but I
I'm
think
just
for
saying,
this video,
like, I don't want to generalize the whole group
Let's
of people.
not.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was man, Jelly Roll. I gotta listen to more of his music. He's
yeah,
great.
no, his vocals are beautiful.
Yeah.
Like it's
I
really
can't
good.
believe you've never heard of him.
Yeah.
His inflection in particular is really good. Like the way that he's able to switch pitches and go back and forth is really good. And then the beat itself is pretty good. It seemed like the instruments were kind of heavy, and it was definitely dense, like with mid frequencies. So it sounds like kind of warm and kind of chill, but chill like in a cinematic way, which kind of makes sense with this song.
The music lyrics.
Yeah.
It was really, really, really good.
And the flow is on point as always. I mean,
Yeah.
Joyner Lucas always has that covered.
Storytelling Joyner.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the storytelling.
He's the Nas of our time, I think.
Oh, yeah.
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 And
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but I mean, well, never mind.
Anyways, we're gonna knock a couple more out today for you guys.
Yep. Oh, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe because we got to keep this rolling, right? We just got past 700 subscribers. Now we're going to try to do 800, 900, 1,000. You keep going.
Road to 1K.
Yeah.
Right.
We could not do it without you guys. Thank you so much. Take care of yourselves. Lots of self-care. If you are struggling with something like this, there's the number for you. But
And there's links in our description as well.
there will be
Yep.
links in our description
Yep.
for more places as well. And the one that I talked about that can help, you know, income-wise, I will make that known in the description which one that is.
All right.
So, love you guys.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.